Canes fans. Canes fans. You're not crazy. You're not remembering something incorrect. Don't let the hockey world gaslight you now that the Canes are in the Eastern Conference Finals. Don't let them tell you that your memory is incorrect because they're trying. You are trying. The Canes, we're seeing this moment where it's this big story that other people, national media from other markets, think the way the Canes play hockey is boring. And there's two ways. There's two ways that, actually, immediately, Canes fans and Canes react with, no, it's not, right? And you bring facts. You bring, if shots on net and aggressive defense is boring, or there's all of these arguments. There's two ways that the I guess counter to the counter have come back, right? The reactions to a surprise, a proud franchise and a proud fan base not being okay with everybody poo-pooing their team. The reactions are one of two. One is, why do you care what we think? Which, an example here's Ryan Whitney of Spitting Chicklets basically telling Canes fans to stop worrying.
I just want Carolina Hurricane fans to stop caring about what anyone says. Who cares? You got to be able to just let everyone else's opinion go in one year, out the other, and just say, we win. We win. We shut everyone up. It doesn't care if it's boring. I don't mind if we win 1-0 because all we do is win.
Well, first of all, of course people care about what other perceived experts and analysts say about their team. Oh, don't care what anybody says. No, well, then why do you have a pod? Why do I have a show? Why do you have a podcast? People care about what people say. Just call that what it is. Secondly, we care because it's factually inaccurate. Oh, we don't care if we win 1-0. What Canes game have you watched that was 1-0? The Canes, meaning especially not recently, Canes averaged 3.4 goals per game this postseason. Dallas scores 2.62. They're still playing, and everybody loves watching Dallas. But the Canes almost a full goal per game more this postseason. They're not winning games 1-0. They might win them 4-0.
Edmonton won an overtime game 1-0.
What a awesome display of pyrotechnics that 0-0 regulation was.
They have Draisaitl and McDavid.
That's one way to handle it. And by the way, that's no. If you're going to say things factually inaccurate about the Canes fans are going to correct you. And by the way, that's every fan base ever. Imagine if we were going into going against the Panthers and we start going, you know what, I think the Canes are going to win because the Panthers don't have any edge. They have nobody that's going to play with attitude. Like, Panther fans are going to hear that and they're going to come back at us, as they should, because it's factually inaccurate. And then there's the other response, right? People say Canes are boring. People say Canes system won't work. People say all of this, and we go, no, that's not true. And the next response is, nobody was saying that. Why are Canes fans acting like everybody was doubting them? Nobody was saying, yes, you were. Yes, and I don't know if it was you specifically, but it was said, right? There were predictions articles in the preseason of, the Canes are going to surprisingly not make the playoffs. Like, we can go cite the articles. There is always the Canes system won't. That system is great in the regular season, but it won't. It won't work in the postseason. It won't get over the hump. And you can even agree with that. You can say it's still true. But what you can't say is nobody said it. They did. Nobody was doubting the Canes. Yes, they were. Nobody was making fun of you about the Mikko Rantanen trade. Yes, they were. They were. We were here. You may not have noticed, but we did. And I will say I'm a grudge holder in those cases, especially when I think that there's not a ton of justification for what you're saying. Right? I'll sit back, and we had this conversation with the Panthers earlier, meaning the Carolina Panthers. Like, if people are making jokes and they're kind of true, you just got to eat that. If people are making jokes, if people are saying things and they're not true, or you think they're going to be proven wrong, those are the ones you latch onto. And I actually think Seth Jarvis said it well. Seth Jarvis, I read this quote in The Athletic, which, by the way, the whole article was like, Canes don't care if you think they're boring. Seth Jarvis's quote, I feel if this was Toronto or a different team shutting teams down, they'd be getting praised out of this world. But it's just the way it is because we're not Toronto, and we're totally fine with it. We don't think we're boring at all. I mean, we create plenty of offense. Maybe a little different than other teams, but scoring goals is scoring goals, and that's something that we've gotten better at and started to do more consistently, especially in the playoffs. I mean, I have a blast playing this style. That's a great point. And I think it's a fun thought exercise that we'll never actually have the knowledge of, but I have a pretty good idea. If you took the Canes, everything they've done this year, every win, same score. Every loss, same score. Every power play, every penalty kill, every save, every goal scored, everything's the same. You change the jerseys into one of a host of other teams. We'll call it any team in a cold weather climate for sure. Right? All you do is change that and like the weather outside. And I think the Canes would be everyone's sweethearts. They would love the grind. They would love the grit. They'd be singing praises. But it's not how it is, right? Instead, you're from a place where you can tailgate. Instead, you're from a place where you can wear shorts outside and then watch a hockey game that night. And for some reason, that makes everybody the opposite of rose-colored glasses. They just wear negative tinted glasses when they watch the Canes, and I don't know why, but don't tell me it doesn't happen. Don't tell me it doesn't happen, because it does. Even the nice conversations leave you a bit angry. There's just little things, right? In that article, there's the article, very mostly complimentary of the Canes and their system. They are, again, it's quoted as like, Canes don't care if you think they're boring was the title of it. There's just little things like this. There's no doubt Brind'Amour, this is a direct quote from the article, not attributed to a player or a coach, just the written article. There's no doubt Brind'Amour demands a specific style of hockey that in part made him a winner and inarguably should be Hall of Famer. And I went, why you got to put arguably there? And arguably should be Hall of Famer. It's a should be Hall of Famer. And it's similar. You put Rod Brind'Amour captaining a cup team and all of the stats he has and all of the goal scores he had and how good of a two-way skater he was, and you put him in a cold weather climate, it's not, he's an arguably should be Hall of Famer. He's probably already a Hall of Famer, let alone not being called an arguably should be. No, he's either a should be Hall of Famer or he's a Hall of Famer if he's anywhere else. Those little things, it's just the way they talk about the Canes. We're not making it up. And it's one of the most frustrating things in the world, right? Somebody says something to you, you get upset by it, and they start changing. Oh, well, no. I didn't mean it that way. It was a joke. Oh, it meant nothing. It was because you were playing no. You said things. We reacted appropriately. Don't go back and turn it now that we get a few bit of receipts or bit of results in our direction, so we have more ammunition to fire at you. The way, Brian Whitney's a perfect example. The way he talked about the Canes going into the Cap series. If they even make it past the Caps, I don't know if they can win the Cup. All right, keep that energy. Now, once the Canes made the Caps look like not nearly as good as everybody thought they were, keep that same energy. You said even if they make it by the Caps, you don't think the Canes have the ability to win the Cup. Now you're coming back this way saying, why do you care what I say? Well, you're insulting my team. I'm pretty sure everyone that's ever been insulted feels a particular way about it. I'm not saying Aho in a post-game press conference should be like, that one was for Whitney, but fans should. Absolutely. Let's get some positive Canes talk real quickly. Logan Stankoven, who is new to the Canes, came across in the second Mikko trade from Dallas. He is a rookie that is playing in his second conference finals. In his second conference. Think about that. This is a wild piece of did you know trivia. Logan Stankoven was asked what sets the culture of the locker room with the Canes apart from others.
I think just being accountable. Everyone holds each other accountable here. Sometimes those details and maybe a little bit of work ethic fades. There's so many games in a season, and at times it's hard to bring it every single game every night. So here it's nice. Guys make sure in a positive way we're on each other and hold each other accountable. And Rod does a good job at making sure we're prepared each game.
Gosh, what an unlikable team and culture. Make fun of that team. I don't get it. I will never get it, and I will continue to defend them. And you should as well. Don't let them make you think you're crazy, because you're not. Unless it's positive. Sometimes crazy is a good thing.